Breaking news overnight, Republican South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has died at 71 years old. His office writing, quote, on the evening of Saturday, July 11th, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Senator Graham's family appreciates prayers this time and asks for privacy during this incredibly difficult period.
At this hour, no cause of death has been revealed, but police reportedly responded to a cardiac arrest call at his home and were seen carrying a person away on a stretcher to an awaiting ambulance. Senator Graham had just returned from Ukraine, where he met with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky in Kyiv as part of his efforts to end the war with Russia.
President Trump paying tribute to the longtime senator and his close ally. He posted, quote, Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators I have ever known, is dead. He was always working and was a true American patriot. Lindsey will be greatly missed. Details and arrangements to follow. So sad.
And reactions pouring in from around the world. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu posting, quote, Israel has lost one of its greatest friends. America has lost a patriot. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says, quote, his influence on the federal judiciary, our national defense, and his beloved South Carolina will be felt for generations.
Yes, this is a smile on my face. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I mean, God, we was talking about Mitch and Wiggs, but you know what? A win is a win. And of course, Wiggs R-S has put out a statement. He said, Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators I have ever known, is unalived. He was always working, and he was always true to American patriots. I'm gonna skip over there. He was true to Israel. He said Lindsey will be greatly missed. Details and arrangements to follow. Lindsey Graham served 23 years in his seat as a Republican in North Carolina, okay? He's done some damage to this country. He's worked very hard to make sure that the Republican establishment in the South stayed exactly what it was. And he also fought very hard for Israel. Really hard for Israel. My final words for Lindsey Graham is elevator going down.
What happened? It happened suddenly as he had a mysterious illness that hasn't been revealed. He passed at 71, but was extremely controversial. What did he do? He convinced Donald Trump to bomb Iran in 2024. Said he used psychological manipulation to coach him into doing it. And he posted videos on Twitter saying they deserved it.
Why did he push for the war in Iran?
He didn't say why, but he did admit he convinced Netanyahu to convince Trump to start the bombing. He told all of this information to Wall Street Journal is confirmed. And he was last seen in Ukraine before he passed.
Was there any indicators leading up to what happened?
He had no disclosed chronic illnesses in Ukraine on July 11th and returned back to his home, and that's where it happened. And people find it suspicious because this also happened to McConnell. Both happening within weeks of each other. McConnell's another powerful Republican senator, and that's what makes it so weird. Because what's happening?
Oh my gosh.
You already know Senator Lindsey Graham has passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Now, as is my policy, I do not cover individual cases. However, like my video about Senator Mitch McConnell's absence, Lindsey Graham's death is much bigger than just Lindsey Graham the man. His death will have a ripple effect on the entire United States Senate today, on the midterm elections in South Carolina, and on the future of the Republican Senate. So let's start with the immediate impact.
This is a good giant that has fallen down here in the US, because a whole lot of people talking about this, a whole lot of people feeling sorry for the family and all this, because all of a sudden everything just happened and nobody could predict this was going to happen. But as God always does his things, once it's your time to go meet him or to leave this world, even the second is not going to meet you here. So we want to first of all condole with the family. Then back to the Senate. All the policies and everything he made, we believe he did his job and he did it well, okay? Because a whole lot of people now are complaining like he was supposed to stay and see how this ends and all those kind of stuff like that. We don't want all those stuffs here, because people have left their life or lived their life and now they are gone. We have to appreciate them for what they have done. And now again, we say a warm wish to the family that they should come back together and make people happy again. I know it's not easy, but that is what has happened, because this was a guy that was so great in politics. He understood international politics and all those kind of stuff. That is why they always send him to countries where there's war to bring back peace to this country and to this nation. And now he is gone. What do? We always have to look ahead to see someone that can build like him or to be like him, not exactly like him, because no two humans are the same, to come back and fill this purpose. If you're loving this channel, I want you to subscribe.